Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the Monday, December 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here. And, of course, we are now entering the final week before Christmas week next week. And it still looks like we're heading into a very interesting and pretty cold weather pattern as we run up toward Christmas. But before that gets here, a couple of milder days today and tomorrow. Let me show you how things look. First of all, the radar this morning is very, very quiet over much of the lower 48. Some snow showers in the western Great Lakes region, but that's really about it. Temperatures, here comes the next push of Arctic air. While we'll get a couple of milder days today, 50s for highs today, probably some low to even mid-60s tomorrow, this colder air is coming. These are actual temperatures at the 5 o'clock hour this morning. And you look up those shades of red you see there in parts of the Dakotas and back into Montana. These are teens below zero for current temperatures. Your single-digit line runs from parts of Wisconsin down into parts of Kansas this morning, and that cold air extends back into western Canada and Montana as well. In fact, you get into a lot of 20s below zero there for current temperatures just over the Canadian border there from Montana. So some cold Arctic air going to plunge southeastward again. Now, this is a look at the GFS model. This is just the 6D run that's just in here of the GFS, and we'll take a peek at how things are looking. First of all, today, things are relatively quiet. We'll be looking at a mild day, or milder anyway. Those highs today up into the 50s. And a lot of very, very thick fog out there this morning, but that'll slowly erode away throughout the course of the day. Now, our next cold front's heading our way. The cold front, that's the leading edge of that push of Arctic air. That'll actually slide through tomorrow. As that front approaches, anywhere from late tonight through, especially tomorrow morning, could be some showers rolling through the region. The best moisture probably staying just off to our south, and I am going to mention the chance of some showers tonight into tomorrow morning. And again, it'll be milder tomorrow, but here comes that fresh push of Arctic air, and it looks like 40s for highs again Wednesday. With a lot of sunshine as that dry Arctic air settles in. We'll be down into the 20s again Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and Thursday highs probably upper 40s to, at most, low 50s. So that next shot of chillier air heading on in. Now, things get much more challenging in the forecast by Friday and the weekend. Again, this is the GFS, how it's handling things Friday. This is 7 o'clock in the evening Friday, and you have a broad area of low pressure being indicated down around Florida. And it's trying to spread some precip in the form of rain up into Georgia and South Carolina. Then you go out to Saturday night. This is actually 1 a.m. Sunday, and the GFS has an area of low pressure off the Carolina coast, and it's just not phasing things up enough for any precip across the Piedmont with this run. And here's the reason why. You wonder about the differences in the models. Let me show you why the GFS is different than some of the other modeling with the weekend system. GFS here, this is up at the upper levels, 500 millibars, and this is 7 o'clock in the morning Saturday, and it's indicating two pretty well-defined disturbances at 500 millibars. And for that reason, since that energy is separated and strung out, not consolidated, you don't end up with any significant surface system. Again, this is the GFS, a little different view here. Just wanted to switch so I can get you an apples-to-apples comparison here between this and the European. This is the GFS valid 7 p.m. Saturday. Compare that to the European at the same time frame. And notice that energy is a lot more consolidated here on the European model than that strung-out type of scenario the GFS has. So again, that's the European. Compare that to the GFS at the same time. Notice that energy is a lot more strung out. And as we take a peek at some of the other modeling here, this is a look at the, again, this is the European here, and I wanted to show you the relative humidity fields here, and this is the bottom left 700 millibars, bottom right 850 millibars, and the general idea here is you see the European, because the energy is more consolidated, certainly indicates a lot better chance of precipitation across the southeastern part of the country over the course of the weekend. I'll show you how it looks on the ensembles here of the GFS. Now again, the ensembles are just some of the and without getting too technical, I guess, some of the background models that go into the GFS model. And you look here, and I know this is probably pretty tough to see on the video, but a lot of the various ensemble runs here, and this is, again, valid to 156 hours. A lot of the ensembles here are indicating a lot more in the way of precip across the southeast than the actual operational GFS is. So we're going to have to closely watch this weekend, as there is the potential for a storm system to crop up, and if it were to crop up, could bring some wintry weather to the southeast. But this is a really tough situation for the models to resolve. It all depends on exactly the handling of that upper level energy as it comes on through. If it comes through as a more bundled piece of energy, we have a higher chance of precip. If it stays strung out like the GFS shows, we end up with some clouds, but that's probably about it over the weekend. But this is going to be an interesting pattern. Let me just sort of highlight a couple of interesting items for you here in the longer range GFS. This is valid Christmas Eve, 7 p.m., another storm system moving through, and then a couple of days later, 28th of December at 7 a.m., another storm system cruising through. And you can't take anything from the specifics of the model of that run, but the idea I think we're going for still is after we have a couple of milder days today and tomorrow, we plunge into a colder pattern again, and I think we probably stay there right on through the end of December. And it's going to be a stormy pattern as well. So storm systems moving through, and I still think odds are much higher than normal for late December that we see some type of winter weather producing storm system move on through the southeast. But nailing down specifically when that might happen is still impossible as I sit here this morning, but it's something that we're going to keep watching for. Winter weather fans, hang on. I think our chances are coming here across the southeast through the second half of the month. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone have a great day today, and God bless.